good, he's good. Okay, and here we go.
This is where I work. It's Blackpool Library. It's called Bowler House because it's the site of what used to be the Bowler's Rest, right in the edge of town, the start of bowling territory down in Blackpool. This is a new building. We just opened up there. We were opened up by the Lord Mayor at the time, Darren Murphy. I see Cork and the circus troupe there. We had entertainment and we had stories and we had food, the whole shebang. It was a great opening. It coincided that it was also the opening day, the official opening day of Douglas Library, which in fact opened a year earlier. Douglas Library also shares this mural. Both murals were donated to us by a guy, Sweet Dreams Ireland. They come in 12 pieces. It's just wallpaper. You just paste it up. He's got a number of things. SweetDreamIreland.com is his address, Darren. We got this whale donated to us. It was great watching a bunch of kids from 5th class carrying this down Dublin Hill. And they told us, hey, this is Bubbles, our whale. Would you like the whale? So we keep Bubbles over all of the beginning reading books. We have a lot of activities in the children's library out in Blackpool. This is Neil de Burka. He was here for storytelling, and my boss told me that I had to sit in and listen to this guy tell a story, and she was right. He's just absolutely fantastic. He also went up to Mayfield Library and travelled about, and great storyteller. We also, besides pure children's events, this was organised by a teacher up in Farnree, and she got the parents and children from Skull, Asher Crease to come down, and they had a table quiz down in the Children's Library because a lot of the parents mightn't necessarily come down to the library otherwise. This guy was amazing. Here he is on his unicycle, and a lot of the kids are still watching the guys washing the windows. He's juggling there. He's telling them about gravity. This is a lecture on gravity. And the guy just happens to be, he's an ex-circus man, and he's a Guinness World Record holder for juggling. But he comes into us, and yeah, he had to ask the kids, look, can you stop looking at those guys? And they did, and he gave a great show. His name, I should remember here. I just want to say it because James Soper, he's fantastic. That's Leah, three-legged Alsatian dog. She was brought in by this woman from the Dogs Trust who gave a talk to kids about dogs. This is Brian from the City Archives. It was a talk, he was showing people the 1901 census, which is available online. This is a community room that we have on the second floor of the library. Our library is on 3 floors. The ground floor, there's the stairs. First floor is adults, and this is the top floor. So this is for children. It's like we wouldn't charge anyone to use it. There's sinks in there. It's used on Mondays by a parent-toddler group. We also house the S collection. If there's a book in an Irish library anywhere in the country, if they don't have room for it and the author's surname starts with S, it gets sent out to us. Right? And we've got all those. This is the community room on the ground floor, or sorry, on the first floor. This is used primarily by a knitting and crafts group on Saturdays. We've got a few other single groups that might come in during the week, but again, it's a free room in the community rooms. Any of the libraries, they always try to give as much free space to people. Like here for Halloween, we had the Cork Paranormal Investigators. And they brought in instruments that they use in their paranormal research, and they gave a talk to about 24 people who were all interested in this, and they brought in photographs and everything. Library. The painting on the background is done by a guy called Sean O'Keefe. Sean works inside in City Council. He has donated a number of paintings to us. He's got a couple of other paintings, I think, in a few other libraries around town as well. This is one of his large pieces, and this is from sort of our biggest event of the year. We had a guy, Budwin Swart, and he brought over his carrion. There are 50 bells in total, right? So this is half of the instrument. This bit is all just bells and the wires there connected to the other half of the instrument. The cherry picker that they had for Blackpool shopping centre was too light. It couldn't carry the weight of this thing because it's 3 tons. And the guy drives around the place. You know, he's Dutch. So he drives, he'd just driven from France across England, 3 shows in England. So he stops, does 3 shows, comes to Blackpool, and he was amazing. The kids at the front with the red balloons, they were from a deaf school or hearing impaired school, and the balloons helped them to get the sound of the bells because the vibrations. We had about 300 kids in on the day, and he had baskets of bells, hand bells for the kids as well. But not only that, but after the show, he let any kid who wanted to play the carrion, right? So he had all these kids, and some of them had some musical training so they could get tunes on it. Adrian Gabrer's here. He's the caroliner from Cove, from St. Coleman's down in Cove. And he and Budwin Zwart, who's the man who owns this trailer, and like this is the second half of it, they gave a show then in the Central Library that night as well. But I mean, the thing was absolutely amazing. It actually made it onto the RT News that night. We were chuffed because it was amazing, and the people that responded to it, like all the kids and all, it was fantastic. It took us ages then to get signs. You come in this building, you see, and the only other door on that building is Boyle Sports, which is not very, you know, bookish. And on the other side of Boyle Sports is our door. You go up, and on the ground, like this is for the adults library, and the top is for the children's library. And thanks very much.